So here we have the BMW M6 convertible. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we're going to hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a two-door car with those black alloy wheels. I'm going to start off by showing you inside the boot, and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Given the roof is currently in position, plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge. We then have the speedometer, the rev counter, and the coolant temperature gauge over on the right-hand side. In the middle, you can see the total miles of the car, which are 43,941. To the left-hand side of that, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change the information displayed up there for various bits of computer information, as you can see. And there's a button to do that on the end of the left-hand stalk. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, first of all, we have cruise control and speed limiter, and over on the right-hand side, stereo and phone controls. Behind the steering wheel, the plus and minus pedals are so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox, should you wish to do that. And then over in the center, you'll find the main screen for the car. So this is where, amongst other things, you can access your satellite navigation. This is BMW's professional nav, so you get the extra wide screen, as you can see. Nice clear color display. A very, very easy system to use. If you're listening to music, you've got the radio, of course, and you can see there we have FM, AM, and DAB radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. You can do that under the multimedia heading. We've got a CD player, again, as you can see, and you can plug in certain external devices. So we have a USB input, Bluetooth audio, and auxiliary input as well. The Bluetooth audio can only be used after you paired your phone, which is done under the telephone heading just there. If I pop the vehicle into reverse, you'll also see we have a 360 parking camera. So bird's eye view image of exactly where the car is parked right now. And that's on top of the parking sensors, of course, making it very easy to park this car. Working our way down, we then have the CD player, the main volume for the stereo, and then dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed for both driver and passenger independently of one another. You can also determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, again, for both driver and passenger. The air conditioning is on at the minute, so off, back on again, or you can hit auto. The car will now maintain 22 degrees for me, the driver, by taking control of the fan speed and the direction of the air. You can override that whenever you wish to by making any manual adjustment or pressing auto again, and you'll see you can do the same over on the passenger side as well. Beneath that, we have these two cup holders. We then have the gear lever for the automatic gearbox, next to which we have various controls for suspension, so sport suspension, the steering. We can turn off the traction control as well, and we have controls for the parking camera itself. So if I go back up to the parking camera, you'll see there we have a few different options for that too. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is the roof operation. So there's a button down by the gear lever. If you lift that up, you'll see the windows will go down first of all. The rear section of the roof will open up to allow the front section to fold back into it, which is what it's doing now. It doesn't take very long at all, as you can see. That roof or the tailgate will then fold back down, and it's now done. So very, very easy to do. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.